Hi everybody. I thought today that I would work a little bit more on my journal. I'm trying, like I said in my previous video, to start getting some things done and do something, you know, do something, even if it's wrong. But I figured I'd just pick a page that I had already started working on. And so I picked this page. I like the title of the song there, The Way the Rain Behaves. So I thought I would maybe put some feathers on here. Oh, I got little feathery things flying everywhere. But I thought I'd put these on here just to dress it up a little bit there in the front. And I like the colors, so I'm gonna get some glue here and we're gonna see what we can do. Still have this horrible tacky glue that is old, but I use a brush and just get it out and use it that way. I have an old brush. What to do with it? There it is. Hanging out here. There we go. Look at that stuff. It's really goopy. It's beyond tacky, I think. But whatever. We'll make it work. Make it work. These blue ones, we'll put that on first. There's some blue ones. Lots of little feather pieces flying everywhere. I tried to do my nails today. I'm terrible about my nails. I used to go and have my nails done. I no longer do that. However, I thought, well, I should at least do my nails because my nails look horrible. I work outside a lot. And I thought, well, I'll just see what I can do about painting my nails. And yeah, that didn't work out like I planned. Because I can't sit still long enough. I'm thinking, oh, I should just go over there and do that. And my nails are not dry and then they look horrible. So, you know, I don't know. Just randomly went in my room and looked through stuff to see what I had. Pulled out some stuff. I didn't think about it too much. Just pulled it out. I thought, yeah, that'll work. And so I'm just gonna do whatever. Okay, so I'm gonna let that dry. Some feathers on there, let that dry. Probably need something right there, but we'll figure that out later. So, before we get too far into it, tea of the day. Tea of the day is Bigelow's vanilla chai tea. You can see that. And I put a little milk in it and a little bit of honey. The only time I put milk in my tea is when I have chai tea for whatever reason. I feel like it needs milk. So anyway, so it's spicy. And yeah, I like that. It tastes pretty good. Okay, so the other thing is I thought I'd make a tag for in this little envelope here. And so all the feathers. I'm gonna move that back so maybe you can see what I'm doing. And I have this piece of paper here. It's like a handmade paper. It was in a book that the cover of the book was no good, but the paper inside was. So I took the paper out and then I folded it over and I put a little stiffer piece of paper inside so I can make a tag. So I had that laying around, so I thought, well, I'd do that. This little thing here is a diamond painting thing that you put the little plastic things in when you're diamond painting. I don't know if you guys know anything about that, but my friend, she does a lot of diamond painting, and she said to me, I have so many of these little trays. What can you do with them? Can you, do you have any ideas? I mean, I have a pile of them. And I'm like, I have no idea. I have no idea. But I thought, hey, it's a great shape for a tag. Make a little tag. So I'm using it right today as a template for a tag. So if anybody has any ideas, my friend would probably be really interested in knowing what they were. So anyhow, yeah, I have some other ones here. And I have just some little beads in them. I don't really know what to do with them. Somewhere in here I have a pencil. There it is. I'll just trace around it and cut it out. So she has some other crafty friends, so maybe they'll come up with something. I really don't know. I have no clue. No clue at all. I'm sure someone will come up with a clever idea how to use them. Because, you don't want to just throw stuff away. That would be silly. Okay, so I got a little tag. That'll work. I still have a garbage can in here. I really need one. Okay, and then I was just searching around. I found this little napkin. Isn't that cute? I think I will use a little piece of it and maybe Mod Podge it on here. It's a pretty big napkin. Just use the one part of it. I can still see his little feathers floating around. Just take a little piece of it off of here. Save the rest for another day. So I hope you've all been well this week. I've been doing pretty good. Can't complain, I guess. Does this have another ply? Oh yeah, it does. This was a fancy napkin. It had 3 plies. Take that back one off there. It's just a soft image on that one. All right, well, let's see what we can do here. Let's do it about right there. And I have some Mod Podge, so I'm going to use that. Uh-oh, I don't have a... Oh, well, there we go. Let's see if I have a brush or something I can use. Well, I have this one. I could use it. It doesn't matter. So it snowed here. Not a lot. We do not get a lot of snow here. It snowed some. Just enough to, cover the ground and make everything look pretty in the morning when you get up. And some of the dogs love it, and some of the dogs don't like it at all. Tucker, he's the big black lab, he loves it. He runs around in the snow. He thinks it's great. Oh, we're just gonna eyeball it here. Just put it on there like that. So anyway, we got snow. It's cold here. Well, for here, it's cold. And so I'm gonna keep the wood burner going. We heat the house with a wood burner. And it gets towards the end of winter and you're like tired of dragging wood in the house. Tired of making a fire. That's about where I'm at right now. I did not find out what the groundhog said today. I didn't even look to see what he said. If he said we're having 6 more weeks of winter or not. But, you know, I don't know how much I trust his weather predicting. However, you know, he usually has a grand party. So I guess that doesn't matter whether he's right or wrong, right? When I lived in Pennsylvania, I lived just like 2 hours away from Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania, which is where Punxsutawney Phil lives and does his yearly prediction. I don't know. Alright, let's let that dry a minute. We'll have a space on the back. We can write a little something on there. Maybe on a rainy day. My goodness. So my daughter and I got a kindling splitter. I think it's called a kindling cracker. But it's just a round metal thing with a blade in it. And you put the small log in it and you hit it with a hammer. And it splits it into kindling. So, of course, it's been snowy, cold here, and so we need to mount it onto like a big stump or something to use it properly. But we wanted to try it out yesterday, so I'm out there hitting wood with a hammer, and I'm excited now. It worked really well. Like, I'm excited about getting to use it and split up some kindling this spring. So I have so much wood in my yard. A big tree fell down. I had a tree that was back in the woods. A huge oak tree, and it was starting to split in the middle because it had two big branches that came out, and they were enormous. The branch itself was bigger than most trees you see, the branches, and it was starting to split, and I noticed it, and I even said something to my brother about it, and he said, yeah, probably we're gonna have to take some weight off of that, or that's gonna split the whole way down, and we didn't get to it. So I was sitting in the house, and it started to rain and thunder and lightning, and I have one little dog that she is so afraid. Rosie is so afraid of thunder and lightning, and she goes and hides behind the freezer or the couch because she's scared. So I thought, well, I'll just get her. We'll go upstairs. We'll just, lay on the bed. It was like in May or something. It was nice weather out. Warm out. Of course, it wasn't nice because it was raining, but I thought, well, I'll get her all situated and up on the bed, and maybe she won't get all freaked out and start, hiding where we can't find her. So anyhow, I went ahead and did that, and I got her, and we went upstairs, and she still too tacky. But anyway, so she was up there on the bed with me, and I had the window open, and I was looking out the window and watching it rain, and it was thundering a little bit, lightning a little bit, but it wasn't real bad. And she was laying there on the bed with me, and then I heard this odd sound, and I thought, well, that's the weirdest lightning crack, that I've ever heard, because it was real long, and I thought, what in the world? It sounded kind of like lightning, but then again it didn't, and suddenly it dawned on me what was happening, and the tree split, and it fell. Half of the tree fell out into our yard and just missed the tractor shed, which had our side-by-side in it, and it just missed the chicken coop. I mean, it hit the tractor shed right on the corner, but it really wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad. It just made a little dent. And so, the good Lord and my dad was looking out for me because it didn't crush anything. But yet this big tree just fell down. It knocked a few other smaller trees that were in front of it down too. But anyways, I had this huge mess in my yard that I had to clean up. I did have a boy come down with his big chainsaw, and he took the chainsaw and he cut up as much of it as he could. Some of it was so big that his little, the chainsaw that he had, it was a bigger one. It wouldn't even touch it. So I thought, oh, he couldn't get through it. The chainsaw was getting stuck. And so anyway, but he did cut it up for me enough that I could put this on here. enough that I could at least get some of the, you know, get it out of the yard as much as I possibly could. So anyhow, he did that, and now I have piles of wood over there. It's too green to actually use for firewood right now. It has to be, drier than that. So I have piles of it out there, and I have to get with it and get it, kind of get it cut up and split. I have a log splitter, so I'm gonna have to split that all up, and so I'm gonna have a summer's worth of work. I should have had it done. I could have split it up a little bit last summer, but just too many things going on and I didn't get done. So I have that to do. So that's a great job for me to do. In the summer now I have this little splitter thing, or this little kindling splitter, so I can get some of that stuff that it's not as big, and I can split it up for kindling, so I'll have plenty of wood next year. But yeah, plenty of wood next year. This year just seemed like summer got away from me. There were just too many other things going on, and I did not get down in the woods to get wood split for this year, so I had to buy my wood, which, you know, isn't that bad. It isn't that bad if you have to buy your wood. It means it's not that expensive, but, and it's certainly much cheaper than, I guess, regular heat that people have. So, but we heat our whole house with the wood burner, and so there's always that. Sometimes it's too hot and sometimes it's too cold in here. Right now it's cooking downstairs pretty good. And so anyway, that's what's happening around here. Oh, my lights are flashing. I don't know what that's about. Yeah, the lights are flashing. Sometimes the lights go out here because there's just, oh, there they go. Nope, back again. We may be doing this video, we may not. Okay, well anyway, so I'm gonna try to make it quick here. I don't know what's gonna happen. So I could not find my hole punch. So I found a screwdriver down in my toolbox that has a kind of pointy end. So we're gonna hope that this works and I don't stab myself. Oh, there we go. Just try to make a little hole. And then I'm gonna put some of this sorry ribbon on there. Let's see what we got. I like this. I've got all kinds of colors in here. Anything good. Some blue. And here's some kind of blue. And then there's this one. How's that? Maybe a little bit of something else in there. Put some white. We'll go with that. Like I said, I got rid of most of my craft stuff, so I'm just searching around for whatever, whatever I have left. And that's okay. That's okay. You can work with what you got, right? You can work with what you got. lights quit flashing, so that's a good thing. Maybe. We have oil lamps, old-fashioned oil lamps around here because sometimes our lights go out and they stay out for a while. So, you never know when you might just be cooking out on the grill in the snow or whatever. And at least we have the wood burner, so we have heat no matter what. The blower won't work on it, but that's okay. Still makes the downstairs warm enough. And so I've been known to have to go outside and put my hot water for my tea on the grill. And luckily we haven't been like, you know, days or anything. I know there are people who have been days without lights, and that would be rough. So anyway, I'm hoping that spring is soon coming. I want to get outside. I want to plant a garden. I'm anxious to be able to get out in the woods and just, you know, see what's happening out there. I've been out there in the woods wandering around for quite some time. Plus, I have a lot of other projects I'd like to do out there. I have a house, like a little cabin, and it got started and never finished, so that's another story. But I'd like to get it closed in and stuff, and the outside of it done, so that I can work on the inside of it, and then I can use it for other things. I'm not sure what, but it needs closed up because there's mice and things in it. They can't really store anything in there very well because the mice get in it, which you can't blame them. It's out of the cold. But it isn't closed up properly, so once that gets done, then we can avoid having the mice in there. And birds. There's a couple bird nests in there. But I just haven't had time to work on it, so we'll get her worked on. That's the plan anyway. We'll get her worked on. So I'm hoping to get some of that done this spring. And work on getting the rest of this tree out of the way and get it cut up for next winter. Gotta plant a garden. Always something to do. Never run out of things to do. Anyway, don't know what else is going on. Not much, I guess. Got these little paper beads. I think somebody sent me these little paper beads a long time ago. Try to put one on here. I don't know if I'll be able to do it without a needle. We'll try it. We'll improvise. We'll improvise. Well, I don't know if that's doing any good or not. I think it is. See you here in a minute. Ha! Look at that. A little tiny knot on the end. My fingernails are so messed up, I can't believe how bad they're messed up. Terrible. Well, this little screwdriver came in handy. Oh, I thought it did. The older I get, the less my fingers work the way I want them to. I'm sure I'm not the only one, but sometimes it's kind of frustrating. Okay, well, there's one. Make a little pointy end on there, maybe it'll go in there better. So yeah, I still don't feel super creative, as you can tell. I'm just kind of going along, but I figure, you know, every time I try to do something, it'll come back, you know, it'll come back to me. I just haven't had the creative mojo that I want to have. But that's all right. It's all right, sooner or later I'm going to get there. Yeah, I'll put one more on here, one or two more on here, and then I'll call it a day, huh? So I don't know, guys. I mean, you know, anybody else out there just having a time of it, not really feeling it? I know I am not. I'm trying. I'm trying. These little paper beads somebody gave me. I used to make these, but I haven't made any for a really long time. Many years ago, I had a friend, and she made them, and she would make necklaces and stuff out of them, real pretty necklaces. she's not with us anymore. Unfortunately for us, she's probably in a good, well, I know she is in a good place, a better place. Alright guys, I think that's it. I just made a little tag with some little beads on it. I'm going to put it right in here. It's dry now. I'm going to stick it right in there. And there we go. So we'll call it done for now. And we'll call it the page done for now. And I will talk to you guys later. Thanks for hanging out with me while I'm trying to get my mojo back. All right. Have a great day, guys. Bye.